Alright, so this is an update on the figs. These are the 3 figs that I had. There's only 1 fig plant that died so far. Actually 2. One died straight out the gate. Somebody told me to just take a stem and leave it out and dry, and then let the stem become really calloused or whatever you want, and then plant it. And I did that, and it never took. It died pretty much shortly after I did what they suggested. So that didn't work. And the only other one that died, I believe, was the one that I scarcified the stem, but I didn't add the root hormone to it. So that one died. But all the rest of these so far live. Now, these are the ones that were sitting in my fish tank the entire winter. Yes, they got a little yellow because they were running out of nutrients. But now that I got them in this pot, they seem to started getting green right away. I gave them a little Epsom salt too. And they're coming back, and they're looking good. They're doing fine. And, you know, here's the other one that you've been seeing. I've been showing you the updates on that. Yeah, these other ones are fine. They're a little yellow. I'm going to probably try to transplant these somewhere in the greenhouse or something for the winter time, because I'm not going to pot all of these. I'm only going to bring one of them in a pot so I can bring it in the winter and see if it'll grow throughout the winter and whatnot. But so far, yeah, so far they're doing good. So far they didn't die. You do got to water these quite often when they're coming out of, like, the way I was doing it in the fish tank. You want to kind of pretty much keep these things watered every day. You want to make sure that that soil is really wet. And then after a while, when these get a little green, you start to see some growth on them. You could slow down on the water. You know, water them every couple of days, once a week or whatever. And then they'll be fine. But when they're coming out of that wet tank environment, or they're coming out of, you know, you're rooting it from the water, you want to give it time for the roots to adapt to the soil. But so far, so good. Not much, you know, a little bit of leaf crinkle, and that's because they were kind of locked up downstairs in that fish tank with fluorescent bulbs and whatnot like that. But they're doing fine. All right. So that was just an update on the figs. And when they get a little bigger, or they start putting out flowers or fruit or something like that, I'll update you again. I'll see you on the next one.